I was never the girl that guys are like lining up to date. I didn't look like this blonde white girl, and that's what all the guys liked in my high school.
What's it like dating white men as an Asian woman?
It's tricky because you're always like, am I an experiment? I have to be really mindful about like, am I really just chasing some sort of validation to kind of heal this childhood wound of like not getting picked by them? I think the biggest question that always lurks in my head is like, are you open-minded enough that I can bring you home to my family in China and you'll be able to survive my crazy family and be open to experiencing like a new culture? A lot of guys don't pass that test. And I think that's also why it's like, I've been single.
Do you go out with Asian guys at all?
I have. Do you want me to tell the story? Because it's not a good one and I don't want people to like not date Asian guys. He was Japanese, so we went to a sushi restaurant. He kind of like criticized how I was going about my life. And then we went to a sushi restaurant and I dipped my sushi in the soy sauce. And you're not really supposed to do that in Japan. Like I think there's like a proper way to eat sushi. And he like criticized me on doing that. I was just like, I don't want to be with a guy that's constantly telling me how to live my life. But that didn't work out. And then the second guy, he was Korean. We went to a Korean place. He ordered for me. He didn't ask me what I wanted. Food was good, whatever. I always offered to pay on the first date and he let me pay. It was such a cheap dinner, but he just talked about himself the whole time. I don't think he asked me a single question about myself. And he was like, great date. And I was like, yeah, because you talked about you the whole time. And he's like, I'd love to see you again. And I was like, why? You don't know anything about me. I sometimes think I'm just like a little too outspoken or not tamed enough for an Asian guy. Maybe it's just like my daddy issues coming out. My dad sometimes like, shouldn't be sitting like that. Girls shouldn't be that loud. My dad stayed back in China, so my mom raised me by herself. My summer before my senior year, my mom passed away to cancer. During her last few days, she was like asking like, who's gonna take care of you? And like all she worried about was me. And I was just like, you're the one that's sick. Like, why are you so worried about me? But that's, I guess, what a mom's love is like. The toughest moments for me are definitely when I'm feeling really, really sad about something and like the one person that can really console you is like your mom. Going through like the first heartbreak was terrible because all I wanted was like my mom to come hug me and console me.
What would she have said when she consoled you?
Probably like, that man doesn't deserve you. You don't need a man.
Sounds like she put a lot of work into you.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of a brat sometimes when I was younger. Like I really wanted a Coach purse and she wouldn't give it to me. And we fought so many times about that. I yelled at her and I feel so bad about it now because
you have a Valentino?
And now I'm buying Valentino. So, Mom, I made it. And it's even better than a Coach purse.